Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you know who I be. The good doc, Dr. Mike TV. Back again, once again. You already know what it is. Alright, subscribe, notify, do all the good things to make yourself well versed in the good doc's content. Description below for all my good stuff. So, I am a human being. I would hope the people who are listening to me right now, you are human beings as well. And I know for a fact that I have my own flaws. Doc got a big ass head. Doc don't got no eyebrows. You got big ass lips or nose. Whatever. I accept that. I accept that about myself. Right? I don't try to change it. I don't want to change it. It's just who I am. And there are a lot of other people in the world that are willing to accept their own shortcomings or whatever it may be. But what I've noticed in the Philippines when I was there is there comes a moment in some foreigners' life where they feel as though there is a need to overcompensate. So, Doc, what do you mean by overcompensate? So glad you asked. There's a common term that many of us know, or a common saying, or a common whatever it is, that we know about all too well. Right? And it's not because it may apply to us, it's just a term that we just hear often. The acronym or the spelling of the letters is LDE. I want you to take a moment to think about what LDE means before I give you the actual meaning. For those of you who are able to guess, ladies and gentlemen, LDE stands for Little Dick Energy. Alright. Now, I'm not going to talk about penises in this video, but I want to talk about something that's been hella interesting to me. The need to overcompensate in the Philippines. Now, what do I mean by overcompensate? When you hear about LDE in the United States, you see a lot of guys who may exude this particular energy. They buy big things, they buy lavish things, they do lavish things. Everything has to be big, right? Everything has to be overdone. Everything has to be a spectacle of sorts to compensate in areas where they lack. Now, connect with me on this one because I want you to feel where I'm coming from. All right. They do that in the United States. Maybe if they're in a relationship with somebody, they go overboard. They do the most, in my personal opinion. And they do that to overcompensate for an area in which they lack, i.e., you feel me? But if we translate that exact same thought, I always wondered, why is there a need or a feeling to overcompensate for that in the Philippines? You have a lot of guys, and I've seen this, where they do go above and beyond. They do the most. They go hard in the paint. They do whatever they have to do to overcompensate for areas in which they lack. But then I was thinking, are you really lacking, or are you about on par with the locals in this particular situation? And if that's the case, why would there be a need to overcompensate if you are on par, or at least on average, with your what would be considered to be your competition, for lack of a better term? You know, not to mention the fact that you are the foreigner, man, and I mean you are the rarity. Not saying that all Filipinos will want you, but at least you're going to get some looks. All right? They may not all want you. They all want me, of course. They just don't know it yet. But they may not all want you. But at least you're in an area where you're getting those looks, right? So, there's no need to do it, but I do see a lot of guys that do it just because. Don't get me wrong. If you have money, yo, there's a lot of things that you can do in the Philippines, man. So much you can do abroad. It's scary, especially when that dollar goes a long way. But I never understood the reason why you had to. I mean, I guess we'll never be the same in that regard, because I'm always broke. So I can't overcompensate for anything. If I'm just lacking, I'm just lacking. All right, ain't no way I can change that about myself. All right. Sometimes it's like trying to fit a goddamn baseball bat through. Let me stop. And other times it's like trying to fit it in a sinkhole. That's, there we go. That's the analogy I'm gonna make. Sometimes it's like trying to fit hard things into small places, and sometimes it's like falling into a sinkhole. It is what it is, man. It goes both ways. Sometimes you measure up. Sometimes it's like, fuck it, man. Maybe she done tried to stick too many damn things down there, and it just all ruined and shit. I mean, trust me, I've seen it from both perspectives, ladies and gentlemen. It is not pretty. So what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to think, because here's what happens. A lot of guys, and they don't really picture it like this, because I feel like some of the guys who may feel like they're lacking because it may not be bigger than somebody else's. I don't know why people would be comparing themselves to others, but hey, it is what it is. But sometimes you're not thinking about it from a female perspective. Sometimes that chick hole just may be just big, bro. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't got nothing to do with you. You could be coming with all, you could be giving it all she's got, Captain. But if it's a sinkhole down there, she ain't feeling shit. If she one of them types that just put all types of foreign objects down there, my guy, it's never gonna work. It ain't gonna work for me. It's not gonna work for any of my PSs out there, my porn stars. It's just not gonna work, period, for anybody. So I don't never want you to feel like you lacking. That's United States, that's here, that's anywhere you choose to live abroad. Because sometimes it's not you, sometimes it's them. If you ask me, 99.9% of the time it's them. And if you think that way, you'll never use your money to compensate for areas that you feel that you lack. You understand? You'll never have to use your money to compensate in areas you feel you lack, as long as you think it ain't me, it's them. That sometimes it might be you. But in some instances, I can tell you, it's not you, my guy. Sometimes you're just dealing with a young lady that's dealt with a lot in her life. And as a result, it's not meant to fit. Nobody's meant to fit. You feel me? So I wanted to leave that video on that note for no reason whatsoever. But I want my guys to know, please refrain from overcompensating for things where you feel that you lack. You can't be overwhelmed in areas that you feel that you lack. All right? You can't overcompensate in areas where you feel that you lack. I don't want you to, because it's going to cost you more detriment than it will help you. Okay? Your money may be long, but something else may be short. All right? And I don't want you to fall a victim to scams and all that good jazz that could potentially be because you're trying to overcompensate. If you feel, and this is just a good doc trying to pat you on the back, little brother, big brother conversation. If you feel that you ain't like that, you just ain't you not measuring up, and that's just a personal thing. Again, like I said, we all got our own issues and problems. I am not exempt from that. That may not be my problem, but I'm not exempt from my own issues. But if you feel that way, there's a little thing that somebody had told me. Like they recommended these websites to me, and I'm gonna recommend them to you. It's called X Video, and it's called Pornhub, right? So what I recommend you do, get your pen and your paper, your pad, whatever it is, watch a couple videos, and figure out some ways to make what you have work for you. If you got to go down there and fucking eat a buffet, my guy, hey, sometimes it is what it is. But I'd rather you do that than spend boatloads of money in places where you don't have to. You feel me? If you got to go down there and eat a buffet, my guy, carpet munching. Let me stop. Man, might be some hair in your food. But if you got to go down there and have a buffet, my guy, enjoy yourself, all right? Just come, make sure you're hungry when you show up for the party, you feel me? And I think I would rather you do that. No, I know for a fact I'd rather you do that than just spend money to think that that's going to fill the void, you feel me? Thinking that money is going to fill the void. Because what I don't know, and this is only that females can answer. Ladies, you can leave this down in the comment section below if you even watch this video, whether you do or not. If you're here, thank you. But ladies, if you made it this far in the video, I do have a question. And the question is, does size really matter to you specifically? I know a lot of girls that say yes. I've had a handful that have said no. And if that's the case for the ones that said no, that's when you can start doing other things to be a little experimental for yourself. Hey man, I just feel like we gotta have these conversations because nobody else is gonna have it with you. Your favorite YouTuber is not gonna have these conversations with you. But your favorite YouTuber will have these conversations with you. Hey man, just have some fun, man. Hope you guys enjoy the weekend, man. Stay blessed. Hope you guys enjoy your day wherever you are in the world today. Maraming salamat sa lahat. Thank you guys for joining me on this particular video today. You know what time it is? It's time for the good doc to go and get the getting. So with that being said, good doc is officially out. At least nakopa alam, which means I am going now. Bye-bye. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Did I skip my own shit? I guess we'll have to figure it out. Peace.